My guy. All right, here we go, man. We back with another one. We had Coach Blake on earlier. Stanley Dunbar last night, West Pennington. We got to finish it up with Gary Goodheart, man. Coventry Oakers. Big game today against Classical High School. It didn't really work out the way you wanted it to go. Give me your side of the game.
Well, Coach Chris over there, he did a great job. His team was prepared. They outcoached us, they outplayed us, and they out athleted us. There's no doubt about that. The final score is 50-12, and the second quarter they scored 35 points, and that changes a lot of the game right there.
Yeah, once you go down by 35, but before that, it was a tight game. First quarter, 6-6, if I'm not mistaken. I seen someone post on Twitter. I did not see this coming. As far as you guys being so close, and then you're saying the second quarter it just got away.
Yeah, I know, no excuses, but a lot of bad things happen in that second quarter. As a coach, you're not on the field. You can call a play, and no matter how many times you practice it, sometimes things go wrong, like a botch fumble that the quarterback kicks into Buchanan's hands, and once he picks up a fumble, he's going to return it. Quarterback throws him a perfect pass, when you throw a slant and it hits Buchanan in the chest, and then he goes, pick six. I mean, I think he had 4 or 5 touchdowns today himself. He had a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, a fumble return for a touchdown, interception return for a touchdown, and all those things happen. It's just a downward spiral. So, kudos to Classical for, playing the way they did and being coached the way they are. And, they won that game. They earned it and they deserved it.
Respect for you for saying that. A lot of coaches, I think, might be in their feelings right now. And I even gave you the courtesy. I asked you if you wanted to come on tomorrow, and you were like, "Nah, we could do this today, no problem." So respect to you, Coach Goodhart.
And to you for giving me the opportunity to try to do it tomorrow, and I can lick my wounds a little bit tonight. But, at the end of the day, you win, you lose, you can't always be on top, and, you're not always going to be at the bottom. So regardless, you gotta try to rebound, because next week, we still got to get prepared. So it's okay to be upset right now or whatever. But at the end of the day, as the head coach, if we would have won, I would have gave the players and my assistant coaches all the credit. And if we lose, I'm gonna take all of it, because at the end of the day, I'm a grown man, and I'm the head coach. So it's on me. We
Yeah,
lost. I didn't prepare my team right, and and they were mentally prepared better, and the team has just some really stud athletes that made a lot of great plays.
no, they have what we call football players over there now. Preparing for Buchanan, was it anything like facing a player of his caliber? I mean, it's no secret he's got D1 offers. Very good football player, good athlete. Nyakun, Elijah Nyakun, another good player. Was it different preparing for them than facing players of that caliber?
Uh, you know, I I think anybody who has the opportunity to really watch high school football games in the state of Rhode Island, I think it's pretty easy to tell that Marquise Buchanan is the best wide receiver in the state. Hell, he's probably the best all around athlete. So preparing for him is no easy task. I mean, you gotta locate him every single play. Number one, um, their quarterback Dennis, he's pretty good. I think he's underrated in the state. He
Mm-hmm.
really he really is a good football player. He's got a good football IQ, and he's a good decision maker. He's got a good offensive line too. Those two bigs they got to tackle. They do a great job holding up their end of the bargain. The interior, they're undersized, but they work well together. Um, so trying to prepare for Buchanan, it's a bigger task than you really think about, because even though you prepare for him, their quarterback's going to put the ball where he needs to put it. He's going to make the right choice. He made all the right choices today. Hell, I think he only had a couple of incompletions. They just did a really good job moving the football.
Nice. And now you have a big game coming up next week. Now Moses Brown that jumped way up in the standings, because basically they're the only team that lost on your whole side of the division. So it really makes it very interesting.
Yeah, for us, that's a make or break game, because right now, if we lose that game, that puts us in the 4 seed. And I think anybody who has that 4 seed has a tough task ahead of them. I don't think too many people really want to be playing St. Ray's, but it is a senior night, so hopefully we can get the kids back on the right track, and getting a little bit healthy again. We're still no excuses. We're still down some men, and we've been down almost the whole year playing under man. So hopefully this week, we get a couple of guys back that are going to be crucial for us. and we can get back on track and we can have a great game against Moses Brown and give these seniors a good last game at home.
All right, Coach Goodheart. Thank you, man. If there's any last words that you want to give.
Hey, I just want to say thank you to Mikey Ribello. It's without him, there's a lot of things that wouldn't be done and wouldn't be said. And I know it's probably not popular for me to say this, but he's the voice for the voiceless. So thank you, Mikey.
Thank you, Gary. I really appreciate that. I'll talk to you soon, and good luck.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Gary Goodheart, thank you for the nice, kind words, man. It's really making things interesting right now. Division Two, like I said, Mount Pleasant takes the loss, Barrington takes the loss, Coventry takes the loss, Rogers takes a big loss. Moses Brown ends up winning, jumping up. We'll have to figure out how everything's going to balance out. But it looks like Costco's a lock for that number two over there on the B side. That's for sure. St. Ray's, Classical, Westerly. It looks like all three spots might be sold up over there on Division 2B. Westerly still has to handle business with West Warwick coming up this week. Classical and St. Ray's are going to match up. Coventry and Moses Brown, you already heard it. So many great, great games coming up this week. And some people are going to be happy. Some people are going to be upset. Now, for Rhode Island football, out of the however many teams, I think we only have 9 teams that are not participating in the playoffs. So that's going to be interesting. Salute to Coach Goodheart over there at Coventry. It comes on win-loss no matter what. Coach Fulton, always willing to come on. Thank you, Stanley Dunbar, West Pennington, Coach Jeff Piver, Coach Blake Simpson, Jimmy Cook for the times that he came on, Derek D'Souza, Coach D up there at Situate, Coach Eddie Insco. Thank you to everybody that makes this possible. We're coming to an end of a Rhode Island football season. You heard Coach Blake earlier today say that basically today was his last game of the regular season. Since Central Falls is not playing the remainder of their games this season, Pilgrim has no game. So, great job to Pilgrim over there. So Pilgrim's regular season is basically over, and now we have some games in that division that it's really going to match up by winning percentage. Pilgrim looks like they might end up playing Tollgate. With Central Falls opting out, it really hurt teams like North Smithfield, Mount St. Charles that I think could have got that W. Pilgrim needed another W. Charahoe playing, they're playing good football, up and down. Johnston's having ups and downs, good games, they get beat by Charahoe real bad, and then they give Pilgrim a good game. Pilgrim wins that 14-0. SK takes a tough loss today at the hands of Bishop Hendricken. Bishop looks like they're in the seat for that number 1 spot. Portsmouth, can Portsmouth hold on to that number 2 spot for the state championship? With Central and EG this week, that's going to be a Monday night game. Central gets another Monday night game. What do you think about the Monday night games? Some people like them, some people don't. And don't forget, you want to get your logo up here. Definitely sponsor an episode. LaSalle and Burrville had a game. LaSalle wins that 28-7. I already said Bishop Hendricken beats SK. Pretty big. Pilgrim and Johnston, that score was 14-0. Pilgrim, Narragansett and Tollgate. I think that game was pushed off. I'm not sure if it even went on yet today. We already know the Classical Coventry debacle. Tough loss for the Coventry Okies. But they're still hanging in there doing what they have to do. Juanita Sanchez puts 50 up on Situate. Moses Brown, what a big game. Overcoming Mount Hope. They win that game big. Portsmouth over Woonsocket 48-18. Westerly blanks Barrington. A big game for Ponagansett gets the W against Davies 34-14. Cumberland High School over Cranston West, 33-6. NK playing very good football, beats Shea 42-8. Team EWG shuts out Tiverton 19-0. And basically, them are all the scores that you won't get from the other guys. So definitely follow the originator and not the imitator. You know, very interested in Division 2B, though. Actually, not too interested. St. Ray's, Classical, Mount Hope loses. We already know Westerly pretty much is a lock in that number 3 spot. Mount Hope this week, it is what it is. But now we are getting closer. How about Mount Pleasant High School? Putting 14 up on St. Ray's. I don't think any team this season has put 14 points up on St. Ray's as of yet. So shout out to Mount Pleasant for being able to put 14 up. But the week before, you see Tolman put 21 on them. And up until that point, no team, I don't think, has put 21 points up on St. Ray's. Has held St. Ray's to 21 points. And then Mount Pleasant comes in today. They put 14 points up on St. Ray's. So, is St. Ray's wearing themselves down coming into the season? We don't know. But let's see. What games do we have coming up? Let's see. Did we have the Cranston East Providence game? Yeah, I might have already posted a score for that. I'm interested next week. Moses Brown, Coventry, gonna be a big game. Classical St. Ray's, interesting game. Not sure how big it's gonna be. Westerly, West Warwick. We're gonna figure out certain ways. Can West Warwick jump up into that spot? What's good to my guy Najee Barrels over there? Yo, the energy is lit in Westerly with this guy Najee, man. Najee doing his thing. Definitely check Najee out on social media. His little guys over there playing for West Warwick Steelers doing his thing. Shout out to the little ones in youth football. We need these feeder programs. Najee, man, it's looking like you're gonna get the 3 spot and play Barrington in the playoffs. I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna go down, but Coventry didn't handle business today with Classical. Classical putting 50 up on them. According to the board right here, we got the whiteboard out, Najee. But it looks like you guys are gonna play Barrington. Things could change. Another week of football left. West Warwick coach Pennington gonna be coming up 95 South to exit 1. You already know the deal. I'm looking forward to that Thanksgiving Day game, Westerly and Stonington. Najee, that game is going to be lit. Wait till you experience that game. But I don't think we've seen a line coach up here. I haven't seen a coach, really, that has the hype like Najee, the passion that he's been putting into the Bulldogs. He got the pancake chains. His wife, according to Coach Dunbar, be making the syrup chains. And now I see the mask lit. I love the energy Coach Najee's doing. He's definitely selling the fight. That's it. Shout out to Coach Najee Barrels. Let's get it. And not only that, the kids talk about Coach Najee. They really like him, man. I know a lot of kids on the program. We talk. They really like his energy, and I think this is what Westerly was missing. And I said this about Coach Dunbar over at Coventry High School, that Coach Dunbar can put a staff together. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. That's facts. He could definitely put a staff together, but Wesley was definitely pulling for Coventry today. That didn't go their way. Definitely Buchanan is definitely, that kid is the real deal, so we'll see what happens going down the line. But them are basically the scores. Who's going to the EG Central Knights game this week? Monday night game, we still got one more game, and then we can reset the standings. Moses Brown, big game. Moses Brown moved all the way up, I believe, taking that division D2A. Like, I don't even think Moses Brown was in the run for a playoff spot. Then the whole division loses, and Moses Brown catapults. Like, salute to that. Who would have thought that the whole division was going to take an L today? Well, this weekend. So that's what happens. You never know. And I already told you in Division 3, Central Falls opting out. It hurts North Smithfield because they could have got the W. It definitely hurts Pilgrim. Pilgrim needed another win. Now Pilgrim's regular season is over. Now Pilgrim gets ready for the playoffs. So it's going to be very interesting when Central Falls is eligible to come back. Do they come back and play Narragansett in the playoffs and ride all the way out to Narragansett to get shellacked by 50? No disrespect to Central Falls, but I'm going to keep it 100. So Narragansett's going to put 50 up on CF, and that's to be nice. That's to be nice. They're going to put 50 up. But salute to Mount Pleasant for, putting 14 up on St. Ray's, man. Salute to everybody out here, man. I really appreciate it. Definitely appreciate all the love. You already know who's keeping it real. And you know what? I feel bad. Go check out my boy, Ruby Tuesday, over there on Instagram. That's my son. Tell him Daddy loves him. Keep it up, Eric. Daddy is definitely proud of you. I can't, man. I can't. Y'all great. Thank you. We out.
You nervous with butterflies in your stomach, don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work, he ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship. I gotta hold down the city.